Today on today's video, we're going to continue our alternate future of North America series. And well, the first thing is, well, Mexico doesn't have a lot of fun. California launches a revolt. Yes, the Californian Revolt begins on two fronts. In the Baja California, in Northern California, yes, even in Mexico. The rebels quickly taking lands here, moving into the south, and in the north, they quickly take over all the north, with a lack of forces there to stop them. And then, well, Texas starts a revolt, mostly along the coast in the border areas. And over here, with Mexico not very impressed with the situation at this point. And well, they think it can't get much worse, but they will be very wrong. With the Mexican People's Liberation Army revolting, yes, a communist rebellion. With them quickly moving into Mexico City. No one likes them, so they don't give up yet. And well, Mexico is not in a good state now. With the expansion of the California Rebellion, and the Texan Rebellion quickly links and connects with those forces to allow them to advance both better. With Mexico not happy about this because they have less people to fight against the Reds with, and they hold them back. With them actually just giving up to them in the establishment of the Mexican Workers' Republic comes. So let's see the piece of this civil war. And Texas being able to create their own republics and leave, well, Mexico, which is now the Mexican Workers' Republic. Yes, it's established. And at this point, well, the United States decides to unite. They're not allowed to, but no one stops them, considering they can only stop them on one front. It's not very useful. But they don't know what they're doing. Or do they? With them funding a rebellion in Alberta. The Albertan Rebellion. And it starts here and here. And quickly starts advancing. With them to make force on the government, they decide to go to Vancouver and just hold it till they get what they want. With them getting pushed back. With them advancing here and pushing them out of the Vancouver. Well, the Albertan managed to expand their grounds they have occupied to the north. But what nobody expects is them to move all the way this way and take over Winnipeg. Wait, this looks like really bad border. With an advance from the south in this direction. With them taking back Winnipeg. And these rebels started having trouble. With them being pushed out of these lands and then pushed out of Edmonton. I think that's south of it, actually. But anyways. And then they take over Calgary. And these rebels didn't manage to get their statehood, but will they try again? Well, maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? They'll have to wait till the next part to find out. And well, America goes and annexes California and Texas. Figuring this won't take too long to do. But they underestimated how willing these nations were to maintain their nations. And well, that's not working yet, but will. Yay. That's not working. Now for the invasion to begin. I'm thinking they would quickly advance in, but no, they don't. They advance about to here. On this front, they have a bit more success. With them moving in over here. And they advance here. But with the best. With an advance happening to the north. With Texan and Californian troops crossing the border. With a failure to hold the front, they end up losing part of their coastline. But they also push back in this direction. And over here. Which greatly slowed down these forces. But then they decide to launch counteroffensive in the north. With them fully pushing across here. And pushing into what would be New Mexico and Arizona. With them managing to hold the front here as they move into Vegas. Yes, they move into there. And they have created a pretty secure area. They do get pushed back a bit more, but yeah. With naval blockades being formed on both. And they just spread that propaganda to the areas that, well, Mexico will invade if they don't get taken over. With pretty much collapsing Texas. And then they move even more forces into, with them taking over the areas in Mexico pretty quick. Except Baja California, which decides to resist. But their resistance is a failure. And while the California Republic and Texan Republics are about to be both crumbled. And at this point, all of that land is annexed. Yes, all of it. Even though they don't want to be a part of it, surely this won't cause a problem. Surely it won't. But that's pretty much all for today's video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Wild Mapper out, and until you subscribe. Bye, guys!